Can you hear me?
Yes.
I get you.
Sorry about that. So the first half for Victor, how would you say you guys did in terms of chemistry? You know, having him come off the double drags and just trying to get him going overall.
Oh, Vic?
Yeah.
It's cool. You know what I mean? Like at times, Vic get the ball, he pushed the pace. I get the ball, he pushed the pace. We create for each other. It's not bad. It's just you gotta do a better job getting off the better starts. And like I said, when we don't make shots, our defense is not great early on. But I feel like we was out there moving the ball, we was getting shots. We missed some easy shots in that third quarter. When we got stagnant and we wasn't getting to the rim, and we basically relied on just shooting threes, and that hurt us.
Mark Berman.
John, and I guess you touched on some of this, but what happens when you're up 13 like that in the first half and it just gets away?
I have no idea. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I think give credit to them. You know what I mean? We made some mistakes of not switching the right way and switching when we wasn't supposed to and gave up threes. And Jimmy Butler's been aggressive getting to the free throw line a lot and putting us in some bonds where they got the ball out in transition and made some plays.
Adam Spaulding.
John, does it mess with flow at all when you start the second half and Vic's not out there, then he tries to give it a go? PJ started the half and then he had to come out. Did that kind of screw with flow a little bit?
No, it was cool. I mean, like, I think in the day we knew what they were doing in pick rolls with me. They was trapping me most of the time. And then when Kelly Leonard, they was trapping. When Ben was in, they was switching. And then they were just loading up and making me drive and kick or contest threes against me. So I think it was cool. I feel like I played like shit, to be honest. I could have played better. But it was just so tough to try to get to the paint and get to the rim the way they was overloading and helping. And, you know, I mean, I've been playing against Miami for years, at least four times a year when I was in the East Coast. So I kind of knew what their tendency was going to be. We just had opportunity in the third quarter. We missed a lot of shots, and they made shots. And but I give our team credit. We didn't put our heads down and quit. We kept fighting and made it a 3-point game with 30 seconds left and just couldn't get a defensive rebound.
Jonathan Fagan.
You mentioned getting stagnant and relying on threes. Ideally, what is the way to attack the way they pack the paint and the way they zone?
Well, man, when we went pick and roll, we rolled. I mean, when the times we rolled and they had a low man that had to help, we kicked it to the corner guy, kicked it to the slot guy, had wide open shots and straight line drives. Sometimes we hit the roll man. And I think we had to do more of a job of that, of just rolling a little bit more and picking rolls instead of just having 5 out the whole time. That kind of makes us get stagnant or got to play one-on-one basketball, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm good at that, but that's not the way I like to play. I like to play moving the ball, but the ball get back to me. I like to make shots and create for my teammates. I think we had the opportunity to win the game. That's what we asked for, but we just got to do a better job of closing out quarters. I mean, we had a great lead in the first and a little lead in the second, and then we just let them cut it to 6. And then it started the third quarter, it was terrible.
Brian Bearfield.
John, even with Christian, now you all still have a good offensive group with you and Victor and Eric. What do you think is leading to some of these quarters where you're scoring 7 points for a quarter or 10 points tonight in the third quarter? What do you think is causing this offensive stagnation?
I think, like I said, I mean, the more we can roll at times and not just having 5 guys out on the perimeter, I mean, that's easy to guard. I mean, you just space out. I mean, you just got to do a better job of getting downhill. The more we can get stops on the defensive end and push the pace, put teams in a bind where we're not playing half-court sets. But I feel like that all starts with me, so I just got to do better.
We'll take 2 more. Ali Kompajani.
Johnny, you talked about this a little bit earlier with those roles, but how can you make up for Christian Wood's vertical spacing and the loft threat that he provides? Is there something you can do more with those short rolls or slips with Jae'Sean or anybody else to kind of get them guided towards the basket to help with that?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, Book does a great job of what he does. He spaces the floor for us and knock down threes. It's just tough at times, you know what I mean? We just try to find ways to create and score. And like I said, I got to be better as a leader of this team and running my team. I was frustrated on shots I missed early on and not being able to get guys shots. I think I did a great job of creating. We just didn't make them. I can live with those results, but I think sometimes we could pump fake and drive and make another pass instead of just shooting so many contested threes. That's just how I see it. But when we do get good looks, I appreciate those guys for taking the trust, and I believe in those guys and knocking them shots down because we've done it before. But you live by three, you die by the three. And I think we could have did a better job a little bit in third when we wasn't making threes and putting our head down and trying to get to the rim.
And last question, Mark Berman with the New York Post.
Hey, John, you're coming to New York Saturday. I was wondering if you've ever met Immanuel Quickley, a fellow Kentucky guy, what you think of his game. And I have a second question. I've been asking some veterans what they thought this season, not having reporters in the locker room, how that's been different, and if you've enjoyed it or actually not enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, man. Immanuel Quickley is my young guy. You know what I mean? I watched him play in Baltimore before. I talked to him before he went to Kentucky. We had a dope little video we did when we was at Kentucky when I went to go watch them play last year. So, yeah, that's somebody I respect. I'm very happy for him to get the opportunity he's doing. I'm glad he's showing people he's more than just a shooter. That's what a lot of people thought, but the way he's running the point guard position has been good. And it's going to be good to go against them. I mean, they're a team that plays very hard. You know how Tears play. They're going to play hard. They're going to compete. And those young guys are playing well. You know, I mean, Julius Randle's a veteran in this league. RJ Barrett's having a good year. You have Derrick Rose that just went over there. So we all know what he's about. So I like their team. They're playing hard. They're a good team that's come up and rise. And I just think the whole season is just weird. You know what I mean? But me not being able to play for 2 years, I'm happy just to be able to play basketball again. That's fun for me. But it's just weird. You know what I mean? With COVID, testing every day, twice a day. But we understand what we got to go through in the protocols. And even just having fans is it's a little different because you only see it looked like a game where you with a bad team and they only got 2,000 fans and the rest of them not there. But it's fun to be able to have some fans. I'm happy to be able to play the game again that I love. And just having reporters around doing these type of Zoom calls and meeting is different, but this is the world we're in right now. And I believe in Chris Paul and Adam Silver to do what's best for us and keep us safe. So it is what it is, what we got to deal with till the world gets back to normal.
Thank you, John.